and you're listening to the Traveling Pants of a Single Mom. I'm Taleen, Natasha's daughter, and we're here with
Jade, Tasha's daughter,
and Kaya, Ziggy's daughter.
And today we're going to be talking about fat shaming and body shaming and plastic surgery.
So how do you guys feel about that? One at a time.
What we were talking with me?
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Of course, I don't feel like anybody should be shamed for their body or anything. I think my opinion really just lies with depending on who it is. Like, I feel like everyone should be happy with themselves and feel confident within their own skin. You know, like you should be able to walk and no matter what you look like, be like, yeah, okay, I'm doing it. Like, you know, look at me because I'm everything. I know I'm everything, and if that takes plastic surgery, I don't feel like it should, but if it does take plastic surgery, I feel like, okay, like, do yourself, be you, be yourself, make yourself look like what you want to look like.
I don't think it's anyone else's place to talk about someone else's body, because if you're trying to talk about someone else's body, that means that you're not okay with yourself. Like, don't put other people down because you're not okay with your body image. So I feel like, yeah, we should all encourage each other, not be putting each other down.
I agree. I know sometimes if you don't like the way you look, it's okay to change it. I know there's people who are going to disagree or that believe that you should just stay the way you are because that's how God made you. But if you have the money to change it and it makes you happy, you only get one life. So if you want to change it, you know?
Speaking more on that, like, a lot of times people, especially like in certain places where looks are really, really important, people will be like, oh, your eyes look weird, or oh, this looks weird, you should get plastic surgery, you'd look better if you had plastic surgery, get a nose job, get this, get that. But if you actually do it, the same people will turn around and be like, ew, you got plastic surgery? Like, why aren't you just happy with yourself?
Right. You're the one who told me like I don't look good. Like,
you told me.
It's crazy though, because I'm kind of like 50-50. Like, I believe that you should be natural, but then I'm kind of like, I'm half like, I believe you should do the plastic surgery if that's what you really want to do, because it's better to be happy and to be more confident, even if it isn't yours. You know, just be confident.
I mean, it is mine. I paid for it.
See.
But what would make you not be happy and want to get plastic surgery? Wouldn't it be the influence of other people?
Right.
100%.
Absolutely.
I don't know about that. I think some people just don't like certain things. Like, if I find something unattractive and I have it, that doesn't mean, oh, I'm a hypocrite because I have something I think is unattractive. I still think it's unattractive even if it's on me.
I think that social media plays like a big part on how we look at ourselves, because we'll look at, Instagram models, they have this and they have that, and we don't look like them, and we always look at other people and be like, oh, I'm ugly because I don't look like her. Like, you can't base yourself off of other people on how they look, because we're all different. So that, social media is a big reason why people are like, oh, I need to change how I look.
Yeah, I totally agree. Because if you go on Instagram or Snapchat right now, 100 times out of 100 times, when you're scrolling, you're going to see a big butt or long hair or your average, well, not really average, but what you're averagely going to see on Instagram. It's a lot of, flat stomachs and a lot of surgery and stuff like that, because that's what a lot of people are looking for, that fantasy.
Society.
It's that fantasy.
That's what's beautiful.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm sorry for cutting you off. But see, I think that the people in those pictures, personally, I think that a lot of them are cowards. Because, first of all, it's one thing to get plastic surgery to make yourself look like what you think the ideal is. It's another thing to not feel confident getting plastic surgery and to just edit a picture. To just lie to people about what you actually look like. At least if you had plastic surgery, yeah, sure, it's not, like, entirely yours. I mean, it is yours. You paid for it. Like, that was expensive. I bought this. But
essentially, it's the same thing.
But
one just costs less than the other.
It's not. It's not the same thing. You're still... One is lying to people. Another one is, yeah, sure, it's not originally mine, but it's not lying if I actually look like it, though.
When you have a child and that child is born, it will have to get the same surgery to look like you when it grows up. So that's lying, because that's not what your DNA, your genetic makeup
I wouldn't call that
It
lying
is
though?
lying because, as
Same thing.
Sydney said, because I actually read an article a few months ago where a guy married a woman, beautiful.
Asian.
Yes, she was
Oh, yeah, I heard about
beautiful.
that.
Yeah, y'all heard about it.
I
And
haven't.
he never knew that she had plastic surgery to look the way she did. And when they had a baby, the baby was what he would consider ugly.
3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them.
He ended up suing her because that's falsification. That wasn't who he claimed to have married. So it is essentially.
They're both lying.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
One is just cheaper.
Right.
So, and that brings me to my next question. Society tells us that the white and Hispanic and the women with long, pretty hair are beautiful, but those same women go out and get tans, big lips, big butts, so they can mimic African American women. So
Just not as dark.
our qualities are beautiful on other race of women, just not on us. How do you guys feel about that?
Am I starting again? Or
Yeah,
do you want to
I think that women that go and change their body to look like other women, it's because of men. Like they trying to, like, you know, boys will be like, oh, I like girls with these qualities, so then they go out and they'll go do this. But it's not just women that are being like, they're not the only people that are like,
Getting
oh, I
plastic
need
surgery?
yeah, but like men, they'll also be like, oh, well, I don't have abs or something like that. It's not
That's
just
true.
right. So it's not just women that are getting, you know, body
But
shape.
I mean the race of women.
But
When you go to school every day, do you guys feel that the white and Hispanic girls are praised more for their beauty than the African American
yes.
girls?
Yes.
How do you feel about that? Is what I'm trying to say. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's a little sad, but I mean, we're kind of so used to seeing it all the time. It's you just start to get used to it. I mean, they have some of the features that we have, but on lighter skin. So I guess to people that makes them more attractive. I don't know what it is about the darker skin or why they don't find it as attractive as lighter skin, but I mean, it's just like that, I guess.
Okay, can I go now? I have an actual. See, I feel a lot of ways about this, but mainly since I am someone who does not feel attraction to people at all, and I tend to just not care about what people think is attractive or not because it doesn't matter to me because I don't find anything attractive.
Yes, you do. You just like them Korean boys.
First of all, Mom, please don't call me out on a live podcast. Not live, but on a
Well, you
podcast.
attracted somebody. 'Cause you put
But I'm
that
not.
picture on the
But
computer.
I'm not attracted to them. I'm not attracted to them in that sense. I don't crave a romantic relationship with a Korean man. I don't crave a romantic relationship with anyone. But
That's another issue.
what I was trying to say. Please leave me alone.
Not today.
But what I was trying to say is because of that, I tend to not really pay attention to things like, oh, guys are attracted to this or that because I don't care.
You're aware of
But I am aware of it. I don't pay much attention, but I know about it, and that brings me to what I was going to talk about. I have not a brother, not a stepbrother. My dad's ex-girlfriend's son. He is like a year or two younger than us, but he is dark. He's really dark. But he said, I won't date a black girl. I'm not attracted to black girls. I never dated black girls. He said he wants a white girl with black attributes because he thinks black girls are ghetto and crazy.
See, that's a stereotype. Like,
Yeah.
not all black girls are like that, and I feel like we have a.
See, Mom, if you had just let me talk, I would have gotten there.
I feel like we have a disadvantage because society, they all think, oh, the white girls or the light skins, they're all prettier, and I feel like that's not fair. We don't get to have, like, you know, be married at like 27 and have children and a big family or whatever, and it's because everyone thinks, oh, the white girls, the light skins, they're much prettier and, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy because I was actually on the bus the other day on my way to a field trip, and a black boy in front of me said that. He was like, "You will never catch me talking to a black girl because they wear weave." And I was like, "That's crazy," because there are some white, Hispanic, or Korean, or anything. There are other women of other races who wear weave and wear makeup and who are loud. You can go to Walmart and see a loud white girl.
Exactly.
So I'm like, that's crazy.
Speaking on that, I'm sorry.
Okay, I was just gonna say.
I had something right in the okay. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay.
I forgot.
So how is that at school? Like, I wanted to ask you that. Like when in high school now, like, and you guys all look different. You all have your different looks, which I love. But how does it affect you? Like she said, you know, with the boys at school and you on the bus, like, do you feel that you need to stand out against other girls? Like, you know, hair, whatever. I know Jade loves her, like, her hair, lashes, all that's her thing. You know what I mean? But is there anything that would you feel any type of way if you were to have to go to school, like, without it? Like, would you feel like it would make me look different, or I couldn't do it, or
no.
Without what?
Without all the, you know,
Makeup,
no.
hair.
I think it's about how you carry yourself. I think altogether, I'm just a confident person. Like, the way I carry myself, I just carry it with confidence, because sometimes you can be not the prettiest person. If you have confidence, guys, girls, anybody, because girls come to me all the time and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're so pretty." But it's not about me physically being pretty. It's just about the way I carry myself, my confidence. When I walk, you know, my head is high. So you just got to carry yourself with that confidence. Somebody can tell you you're ugly right now. It doesn't matter. If you're confident and you believe that, nobody can tell you nothing.
Confidence is a magnet.
Yes.
That's I'm kind of the same way. Like, even if I go to school and I look a mess, my mom hates how I go to school a lot of the times, but I don't really care about what I'm wearing. But the way that I carry myself, I'm always walking really confident, and a lot of girls find that intimidating. I feel like a lot of people being intimidated by me. Like, really pretty girls, they'll be like intimidated by me. I'm like, I don't know how I'm in here in like sweatpants and a sweatshirt.
Those are really good characteristics to have. Like, already having confidence, because most girls have to build their confidence. Like, I know with myself, I had to build my confidence, and I'm still building it. But like, for you to already have it, like,
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So we should do like a confidence building workshop for teenage girls and their moms to do together.
But you guys mentioned something. You mentioned something about girls that are pretty. A lot of these girls that are pretty, they're not confident. They don't know that they're pretty. They know it because society. But internally, they're going home and they're starving themselves and they're throwing up through their foods and stuff like that. So a lot of these girls, the reason why they can look at someone that's confident and feel intimidated, because they don't have that. They just have it on the external because the world has told them that they're beautiful, but in real life they don't really feel like that.
exactly. Just because you are stereotypically pretty doesn't mean that you're happy. Like, you can look beautiful or whatever, but being pretty doesn't bring happiness. You have to work to, you know, being happy and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, what you were saying about white girls with weave. I always see like white and Latino girls with like braids. I don't know if it's just me or if you guys are like this too, but I hate seeing white girls with braids, because braids are something for our hair texture. It's something to protect our hair because of its texture. Your hair has no texture. Why do you have braids? It's pointless.
Right.
So do you
Other
hate
than
black
just-
girls who weave?
No. Well, I mean,
What's the
I
difference?
don't like seeing black girls with weave, but it's just like,
It's a part of our culture too.
yeah, it's something that we do, again, to protect our hair. It's not like we wear weave just because, I hate my hair. It's like, it started to protect our hair. Braids started to protect our hair. Locks started from war, but that's okay.
Locks, like, I don't like when I see white girls with locks, because
That's another thing. It's like, your hair texture isn't made for locks either.
Exactly.
And like, if you look at white girl locks compared to black girl locks, they look different because it's harder to get locks with white hair because the texture just isn't there.
exactly.
If I grow my hair out and I don't comb it, it's gonna lock up naturally. If you grow your hair out and you don't comb it, it's not.
Right. So Tanya, how do you, with you having locks, because that's not really a normal thing. It's common for young girls to have locks. So how is your transition with locks, and how does it affect you?
Honestly, I don't really think like about it that much. Like, I have locks and I love my locks. Like, I'm happy that I started locks, and you know, it makes me unique. When I go to school, there's only like one other black girl with locks, and yeah.
What made you grow locks? What made you decide to do this?
Well, my mom, she showed me. She's like, oh, look at these girls, they have locks, and my hair wasn't growing at the time, so yeah. I just started locks.
Personally, I want to get locks, and I wanted to for a long time, but my mom always told me that she didn't like that.
I don't like the big.
No,
nasty
I want
hair.
big locks. I want big locks because I think those
I like
look
the big
pretty.
ones
See,
too.
see, I think they're cute. I
Not
want to
like
do
giant, but
not
you
giant,
know.
no, but like bigger.
Yeah.
Like I agree. I like
Not
the,
like-
the I actually
Not like
the
not like this big, right?
I actually
the-
did the small locks because at the time when she got locks, she was in gymnastics, and we have to, when they compete, it has to go in a bun.
Right.
So the bigger locks, it would have been complicated to get the big locks in a bun. So that's why we went smaller. But I mean, at the time, I don't think
It's
she had a
easier for her to
preference.
style too.
Yeah, it's easier to style, you know.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna get locks one day while my mom's not looking. But they're gonna be bigger than yours, but they're not gonna be huge because like huge locks look weird. That's like something I think we can all agree on.
And at the time, like, locks wasn't really a popular thing. It wasn't really considered beautiful. So like my family, like my grandma, she's not really a big fan of locks, and like whenever I go see her, she's like, oh, blah blah blah. I mean, I know she means well, but you know,
Yeah.
she's not used to that kind of stuff. But now, like, everyone,
Just trying
like,
to get locks.
yeah, like all the boys at my school, they're growing locks.
Like the weird ones though that stay up here.
The wig.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, wait, but y'all didn't think it was beautiful
Y'all
before,
was
but
saying
now
that I
everyone
was
wants
ugly or
them.
whatever, but-
Yeah, touching on what you were saying about like white people who do have locks. To be honest, or box braids. I'm kind of open to, you know, if they like it, they should wear it. Because to be honest, I kind of see it from both sides because it's like me. I do wear extensions or I wear weave and I tend to wear my hair straight. And I know that sometimes people are like, you know, why don't you wear your afro or your curly hair, or why aren't you natural? What are you trying to be, like Indian or white or something like that? But I'm like, no, I mean, whatever you feel pretty in or whatever you feel beautiful in, if you decide you're white and you want to wear locks, or you're black and you want to wear weave or straight hair, I mean, do it.
Exactly.
See, I think I just really hate the idea of white people with locks or braids because for the longest time that was something, oh, we're ugly because we have braids, or we're ugly because we have locks. And now that it's popular, now that we have rights, now that we're us, you're coming here and you're trying to, you know, get them. You're trying to take our culture again.
Exactly.
They're just consistently, always, all the time, taking things from our culture and trying to make it theirs. And I hate that. I feel like, can we just have like one thing for ourselves? Can we have something?
That's true. That's
like,
true.
When a lot of white girls, when they go on
Yeah.
vacation to like an island or something in the Bahamas, they come back with the braids and they have it in for like weeks. And they're like, oh yeah.
Look at
I
my
think
braids.
they're embracing the culture, not that it is their culture, but I'm kind of like with Jade. I actually I don't look at it like upset about it when I see people do it. I know a lot of people take it as being offensive, but I look at it like they love it. They embracing it, and actually they love our culture. So it's like for them, braids, beads, dreads, like they're embracing it. Like for me, it's like, oh my god, you know what I mean?
I would agree with you, but they're embracing what they want to embrace.
Like,
they
that's
still
what I
want
say.
they want to embrace our culture. They want to go get these braids, do this and do that, but at the end of the day, you don't want to sit at our table.
But then you have to look at that as, and that's where I feel like we as black people go wrong. There's a it's just like, take the race out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like when you're at work or wherever, you can be a hot commodity and people just hate on you just because they love you. It's like the opposite. I can't stand you because I really want to be like you. I don't like you because I wish I had what you had. So yeah, they don't want to sit with us, and it's not. I don't think they don't want to sit with us because if they hated us that much, they wouldn't embrace our culture. They wouldn't wear our braids.
No.
To them, it's nasty. That's disgusting.
Nah, they.
But
See,
Go ahead.
it's different.
Let Micaiah go. Go ahead.
See, I think white people, they like to have our braids. They like to have our dreads. They like to embrace our culture because they aren't us. That's the reason they want to embrace our culture. They want to embrace our culture because they don't have to deal with anything that black people have to deal with.
Absolutely.
That's why. Because you see this? I can't take this off.
Right.
I can't take off the fact that I'm black. But they can. They can take out their braids. They can take out their dreads. And what are they? A regular white girl.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to add to that. Okay, so I saw this post saying that this boy, he said the N-word, and then this girl went on saying how, like, oh, he shouldn't have done that, and then somebody was like, oh, they only said it once, but they want to say the N-word, or they want to take our culture and stuff, but you don't want to take on what comes with that. You don't want to have those disadvantages of a black woman.
Right.
Yeah.
See, like, okay, I feel like if a white person wants to say the N-word, we should have like a rule where no matter what, if they find out that this white person says the N-word, when they get stopped by the police treat them just like they would treat a black man. The exact same way.
But
no matter who they're around, be treated the same way. Okay.
Yep. So we're gonna start wrapping it up. But is there any last things you guys want to say and on the topics that we've discussed today?
That reminds me, I have a quote. So my quote is from Walt Disney himself, because I'm an artist, and the more you like yourself, the less you like anyone else, which makes you unique. And I feel like that kind of fits the topic of today's podcast.
I like that.
Yes.
Where can they find you on social media?
At _.lovely_bunny._.
My Instagram handle is tt.talen, TALEN.
Let me see if you're gonna get
I'm the only
Jay to
person
say
without social media.
her. She ain't gonna say her, y'all. I thought I was gonna be slick. Yeah. But anything y'all want to introduce about yourself? So starting off with Jay, just give us a little bit about yourself.
I'm actually into art too. I love art. It's very relaxing. I do henna and stuff like that, so
That's
love
nice.
art.
And do you don't just real quick, you no? Okay.
I like to dance, and I also like art, and singing is my thing, and acting.
Yep, that's nice. I'm I'm an artist. I like to draw. I like to, do art for my living and get paid for it. Please pay me. I'm into dancing. I like to dance, and I can't sing. But I like coffee. I make really good coffee.
Nice. Well, you guys did it. This was a great episode. Thank you guys for coming on and being vulnerable and sharing how you guys feel about this. So you can wrap it up.
Oh yeah.
What was it?
Thanks for listening to Traveling Pants of a Single Mom. You're supposed to give it.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
Thank you for listening to the Traveling Pants of a Single Mom, and we out. Peace.
Bye.